Hey there, Libra. Libras and Virgos are always so pretty. Scorpios are kind of the mystic, sexy ones, but Libras and Aries, and the Aries are pretty too. Aries are very sexy in a very shouldery way. But I find that, I think, Joan Crawford, the big shoulder pads. I find, though, that Libras are these beauties. Scorpios can be beautiful, too. Don't kid yourself. A lot of Scorpios in the 1940s and 50s were huge actresses. I mean, the list just goes on. These dark-haired, beautiful, light-eyed women. But Virgos often have that sex appeal, too. But really, Libra and Gemini's too have to be fair. But we can go on and on and on. I'm starting to sound like every other card analyst, as I want to call them, on Facebook and Instagram and now on YouTube. For me, because I haven't been on this for years, or even attempted it for a long time. So what we're going to talk about, Libra, is we're going to talk about your direction for the next week. I'm using the Angel Oracle. These are new. And please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're reminded when I put up a new reading. And we're going to see how this next week is going to be for you. While you're going through transformation, if by chance, something does happen with somebody else. Now remember, when I read you guys your past reading last week, the thing that came up was the Tower. Now the Tower can also represent other people. It can mean that events come out of nowhere. We find out, oh my God, a girlfriend, or we find out, oh my God, mom, or we find out whatever, or father, or male friend, or whatever. What you've got in the reading in here is sort of a letting up. And I think one of the things that's interesting is that, because this is the 28th through the 3rd of February, when we get through Sunday, Sunday's more a day where you're taking stock. I like to use this as a taking stock energy. And then you have the Death card. The Death card does not mean necessarily physical death, but the only thing that I would say could be a little bit of the fly in the ointment with that is that you have Death and the Hermit together. The Death and the Hermit can mean some bad news. It can mean an ending that comes out of the blue, or you've been working up to it, and last week sort of bleeds into this week, and no pun intended, and not in reality. But, it sometimes can represent, too, that, you're being toughened up. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a recap from the monthly. Libras, you guys have the South Node in Libra. And the North Node, being in Aries, represents the fact that this is a period of time for you to grow. When you have the South Node, it always means relinquishing, letting go. Relinquishing to grow. And where would you grow but to the North Node in your house of relating, which is Mars. Fascinating thing about Mars and Venus, your planet, is that they're both in Capricorn. And Mars is going to be exalted. Mars is reinventing itself. And it reinvents itself in the next week as well in Capricorn, which is your house of home. So there's a lot going to go on over the next 2 years that'll have a lot to do with your home, about direction. Remember, Pluto's back and forth through this year, primarily in Aquarius, leaving your home sector, but will move back September the 2nd through the end of November, the 18th, 19th to be exact, into your home sector again. And it's really a big transformation for you guys. And it's not until after January 2025 that you really feel that the nodes move, everything leaves and goes to your 12th and your 5th house. So this is a really, 12th and 6th house. This is a really, really powerful period of time in your lives. And I mean, I think one of the things that's happening with Libra, and we don't want to see you become, sarcastic or sardonic or uptight or anything else, but you are, I think, evolving into this wand, this wand energy, this Queen of Wands, King of Wands. It's the Queen of Wands in the reading, but she represents a lot of power. They're cardinal fire, not Leos or Sages, but the whole element of the Queen of Wands is this fire energy, passionate, more or less don't tell them what to do, especially a Leo or an Aries. But you're learning about this transformation, this death and transformation, how you are evolving. And remember, we're preparing for those eclipses that are dual. There's dual eclipses late March, April. That's not far away. So we're getting further and further and further into that. You're wanting to take action. You're wanting to move on. You're wanting to change your life. The Tower card was main center last week. And you've got it here, challenges ahead, but I don't see this as a horrible negative thing. I think you're moving into a very good period. I would say the beginning of the week, though, brings about something to do with the shoes dropping, a brick's dropping, something's happening. You're finding out, you're acknowledging something's going down. And as I said to you before, if by chance you do have somebody close in your life that is Leo, Sag, Aries, remember they're there to get you to awaken and to understand loyalty, sustaining of a vision, and strength. All those things that fire queen in the essence of higher feminine with male, or to do with a woman in complete, this is really important. So this is a really powerful, powerful period of time ahead for you. And I would say that you're growing up and out of the real who you were, and you're becoming the fantastic element of this full sense of evolution. Anyway, you heard it here first. And, please, as I've said, hit the bell icon, subscribe if you haven't already. Please, it just takes seconds and it's not going to cost you anything. And please share this with friends and so forth if you've liked your reading. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to doing the readings for you guys weekly, and the monthlies will be out. February's already up, but the March will be out by the third week of Feb. Keep well, okay? Cheers. You heard it here first.